Hey guys, it's Christine. Welcome to or back to my channel. So I have some exciting news to share with you guys. I recently got monetized on YouTube. This was honestly such a big surprise to me because I did not expect to achieve this milestone so quickly, and it's really because of you guys for watching my videos, so thank you so much. I definitely want to make a whole other video on how I got monetized, what to do on the back end, and also when I get my first YouTube paycheck and all that, so stay tuned. But the past couple of weeks I've been reflecting on how I got to this point, so I came up with 15 different tips on how to start and grow your channel to reach that first 1,000 subscribers. So if you're interested, then just stay tuned and keep on watching. Alright, so I think that there are really 3 key areas to focus on when you're trying to grow your channel. And I've broken it down into the 3 C's: content, community, and channel basics. I'm gonna start with the channel basics because that list is pretty short and it's really easy to just set up and get done. Tip number 1 is to create a channel banner, set up your profile picture, and about me page. You want to start creating that personal brand for yourself and make sure that your YouTube channel looks professional when someone clicks onto your page, and you want people to know that you're actually putting time into your videos, and your channel is a huge reflection on that. Tip number 2 is to create an intro and an end screen. An intro is really important in my opinion because it's just part of your personal brand and also gets your viewers excited to watch your video. If you think about any popular TV show like Friends or The Office, even Gossip Girl, you can probably hear the theme song in your head when anyone mentions that name. So similarly, you want people to kind of associate an intro with your channel so they remember you and you're unique among all the people that they're subscribed to. I've actually made a video on everything you need to know to create your YouTube intro, so I'll link that down below or somewhere on the page so that you can go ahead and learn if you don't already have one. On the other hand, an end screen is also important because it's a way for people to engage with more of your content, whether that's through a link to another video or a link to your social media. This also just rounds out your whole personal brand by having a start and end that is unique to your channel and something that people will recognize every time they're watching your videos. Tip number 3 is to find your niche, and this is definitely easier said than done. I think it might take a while before you find your niche if you're not really sure what you want to focus in on when you first start your channel. But I think that when you first begin, it's a great opportunity to test out making all different kinds of content and see what you like to film and what's resonating well with your audience. Once you see a couple of videos that are pretty successful in a few key areas, then you want to narrow in on those because chances are people who have subscribed to you have found you through those most popular videos and are looking forward to see more content like that. So my next section is content, and this is where most of my tips are. Tip number 4 is to not get all the equipment right away. When you're starting your YouTube channel, all you need is a recording device. So that could literally be your phone, your smartphone. That's what I did. Smartphones nowadays have amazing video quality. Like, they can film HD, some of them can even film 4K, so it's like the same level as my camera. With editing, you can also start with iMovie. There are also a ton of other free editing apps out there. I think I talked about a couple in my iPhone video, but I'll link a few down below if I find them. I think that getting things like a camera in the future is definitely nice to have, but it's nothing essential to you starting your channel or even like getting your first 1,000 subscribers. Once you've been making videos for a couple of months and you really enjoy it and want to keep on doing it, then I think it's worth thinking about upgrading your equipment if that's something that you really want to improve. Tip number 5 is to focus on sharing quality content. You don't want to make a video copying something you saw someone else do because you're really not adding any value to the internet. If you want to create a personal brand for yourself, it's super important to have unique editing, unique content. That way people will see you as different and be interested in the things that you put out. Tip number 6 is to create searchable content. And this is so important for when you're first starting out. When you're first starting out, you likely only have like friends as subscribers and you want to capture those random people out there. So think about what they would search to come across your video. You'll often find more success in making like how-to videos because people are always searching how to do something. Another way to get your channel out out there is by creating popular videos that you know people are interested in watching. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys want to see like a video on video ideas to jumpstart your channel. Tip number 7 is to learn how to make a good thumbnail. A good thumbnail is basically what's going to determine if someone clicks on your video or the next one. It takes me like at least 2 hours to make a thumbnail because I don't use my first one. I probably make 10 different variations before I pick on one, and even then I'm sometimes not happy with what I end up choosing. A good idea is to send a bunch of options to your friends to see what they would click on and then use that. Tip number 8 is to use copyright-free music. And this is really more so setting yourself up for monetization and less growing your channel. But I still wanted to share it anyways. So I had a video that I made a couple months ago, and I just thought, you know, I wouldn't get more than a couple hundred views on this video. So either way, it probably wouldn't help me make money at all. That video currently has over 20,000 views, and I am unable to monetize it because I have copyrighted music. I guess when I first started, I just didn't realize the consequences of using copyrighted music. I mean, I've seen other people use it before, and I feel like those are just songs that I was more familiar with, so that's what I gravitated towards. But if you want to reap the benefits that a video could potentially bring you one day, then definitely look into finding music that'll work. I get a lot of my music from HelloThematic now because they're constantly coming out with good songs, and you're allowed to use them in your videos as long as you credit it in your description box. YouTube has a channel itself that's all about copyright-free music, so I'll subscribe to them and see what they come out with as well. Yeah, I definitely regret that one. But I honestly never thought I would actually make money from YouTube, so that didn't cross my mind when I used copyrighted music. Tip number 9 is to take advantage of tags and also keywords in your title and description. I learned a lot about how to do this through Catherine Manning's channel, so I'll leave her down below, but she's like a guru on SEO and starting your channel and all that kind of stuff, so she'll have a lot more videos talking about this if you're interested in it. Basically, the advantage of using keywords is that it increases your likelihood of someone clicking on your video if you use the right search terms in your description and tags. You want to think of all the different ways that someone could search to land on something that you created. Tip number 10 is to try to post consistently so people can continue to expect new content from you. This is something that I struggle with because I am trying to juggle a full-time job with making videos, and filming and editing just takes
so long for me.
But when I first created my channel, it was like at the very beginning of quarantine and no one was going out or anything, so I had a lot of time to just focus on my channel. And I was putting out a video every week, and I've been told that that really helps the YouTube algorithm. When you post consistently, you can also state in your channel banner like
new videos every Sunday.
Another thing to keep in mind is like the more you post, the more likely you'll have a video just blow up. Like maybe your first 50 videos will only get a couple hundred views. But what if your 51st video got like 100,000 views?
Would you stop at 50?
So sometimes it's just a matter of time before one of your videos does well, gets picked up by the algorithm, and really grows your channel. Tip number 11 is to make a hook for every video. A hook is basically like the first 30 or so seconds that will really draw in a viewer. You want to put in the funniest clips or something that's a cliffhanger to engage someone and make them want to stay to see what happens. This really helps increase your watch time as well, because it's really easy for someone to just click off your video after the first minute if they didn't see anything that was interesting to them. My third section is community. Tip number 12 is to make friends with other small creators. This is not only just a nice way to like meet other friends and people who are interested in the same things that you are, but it's also just a way to help support each other because we're all struggling through this beginning phase of starting a YouTube channel. I would never recommend sub for sub because I think it's a very inefficient method and in the long term is not going to help you. But I do recommend that if you find another small creator, to let them know that you just started your channel too and you're interested in supporting them because you like their content and you're hoping that they can check out your channel as well. Anytime someone leaves a comment that they're a small YouTuber, then I definitely check out their channel because I'm interested in knowing what kind of content they make and, you know, hopefully create a connection that way. Tip number 13 is to connect with your viewers. This is probably something that you're just interested in doing anyways, because when someone's watching your video,
like you want to thank them for it, you want to know who they are, you want to know what they want to see next.
it just comes naturally. But if you don't already do that, make sure you respond to every comment, you're asking them questions, and also engaging with your followers on other social media platforms. This allows them to get to know you as a person more and see if they like your personality and want to follow you because they're interested in you and not just that one video that you made. Tip number 14 is to comment on other people's videos. And this doesn't matter if they're a small YouTuber or a larger YouTuber that you've been watching for years. The reason why you want to do this is because people are constantly scrolling through the comments and reading what other people have to say, and it just increases your likelihood of someone clicking on your profile picture and looking at the rest of your channel. People always like seeing funny or nice comments, so make sure you're always being positive when you're leaving a comment on someone's video. Finally, tip number 15, my last tip, drum roll. My tip is to just start if you haven't already. If you've been thinking about making a channel for a while now, I know I've been trying to make a channel since middle school and now I already graduated college. I definitely regret not starting one earlier, but I mean, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't ready at the time. If you are passionate about it and you want to learn a new skill, have a new hobby, then just start. And you're only gonna go up, so don't worry about not having a ton of followers in the beginning. You should really just be making videos because it's something that's exciting for you and something that you want to continue doing. And success will follow you when people see that you're really passionate about doing this. The first 1,000 subscribers is definitely a big obstacle, and a lot of people just give up before they reach that. For me, I set a goal for myself that I definitely cannot quit before my first 1,000 because I really wanted to give it a shot, and I told myself that it's not gonna come easy. It's gonna be really difficult putting hours, days into your videos and only getting a couple people to watch. But I think that just pushes you to even elevate your content even more and really learn from other creators on how they got there and try to improve your own channel. So start practicing your editing skills now, even if you don't end up publishing that video. But what I think you're gonna find is that you'll end up creating a great piece of content that you're gonna wanna publish and share with other people. If you have any other questions, you can always leave a comment down below or even send me a message at my new YouTube Instagram. My handle is It's Christine Shen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful to you. I know a lot of these tips would have helped me out when I first started my channel. And if you haven't reached that first 1,000 yet, just know that it is coming. With time, you'll reach that. But make sure that your goals aren't just tied to your following. It'll make this process so much less enjoyable if you're just trying to reach a number. For me, I found a new hobby with YouTube. I found a new passion for editing and a whole new community of small creators that I like to keep in touch with. Alrighty, so that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
I don't want your love, don't come to me now. I don't want your love, don't come to me now.